Okay, so we are on to question 2 of the trigonometry series. So here we have a mirror is parasailing. The rope connecting the parasail to the boat is 120 meters long. The rope makes an angle of 30 degrees with the surface of the water. The rope is pulled tight and forms a straight line from the parasail to the boat. Okay, question 2.1. Calculate a mirror's vertical height above the water. Okay, so you want to kind of get to grips with what you're trying to find here. So I'm going to draw in my vertical height. So that is the height that is at a perpendicular or a 90-degree angle to the water. Okay, so what do I know? Okay, so I'm told in the question the rope connecting the parasail is 120 meters. So I can put that onto my diagram. I know that this length here is 120 meters. I'm also told that the rope makes an angle of 30 degrees. So if I can draw this in here, so that's going to be 30 degrees. And then that is all the information given. We're trying to find the vertical height. So I'm just going to label that with X. Okay, so what do I need to do? Well, I've got a right angle triangle. I've got a side and an angle. So I know I'm going to be using trigonometry. So let's write out our trigonometry ratios. And then I can decide which one I'm going to be using. So where I've labeled X, this is going to be the opposite. So let me tick off the ratios that have the opposite in them. And then I also have the hypotenuse, which is where the 120 meter rope is. So I can tick my H's for the hypotenuse as well. The one with both ticked is sine. So if I write out my ratio, I know that sine theta is equal to the opposite over the hypotenuse. Okay, so let's fill in what we know. Theta is the angle, so here we have 30 degrees. I know that's equal to the opposite, which is x, which is what I'm trying to find, divided by 120. Okay, I need to multiply both sides by 120 to find what x is. So 120 multiplied by sine 30 is equal to x. So pop that into my calculator, and x is going to be equal to 60 meters. So that is question 2.1 done. Okay, on to question 2.2. We have to determine how far horizontally is the boat from the point directly below the parasail. Okay, so if we think about our triangle now, okay, we have a side and angle, and we've just found another side. Okay, so now I have two sides. I can perform Pythagoras. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared, where c is the longest side. So just to kind of draw how this is looking now. Okay, we've got our right angle. We've worked out that this is 60, this is 120, and I want to find this missing side here. So let's plug in what we know. 60 squared plus x squared is equal to 120 squared. So to find x, I'm just going to rearrange all of this. I need to do the square root of 120 squared subtract 60 squared. Okay, I'm going to get an answer when I put that in my calculator of 60 root 3 meters, which is equal to, or approximates, I should say, to 103.9 meters. Okay, and there we have our answer to that part of the question. On to question 2.3. The angle of elevation is increased to 45 degrees. Calculate the new vertical height a mirror would reach, assuming the rope length remains the same. Okay, so what does that mean now? Well, I'm still calculating the vertical height. calculating the vertical height, but my angle has increased 45 degrees and this is still 120 meters. Okay, so for 2.3, what sides do I have? I'm trying to find the opposite, which is x. I've got the hypotenuse and I've got an angle, so it's going to be sine again. So sine theta is equal to the opposite over the hypotenuse. So this time we have sine 45 is equal to x divided by 120. So to rearrange this, we're going to multiply both sides by 120. 120 multiplied by sine 45 is equal to x. So x is equal to 84.85 meters. And there we have it. So just 2 marks for that one. So for question 2.4, we are asked to identify 3 factors that may affect the angle and height of the parasail. Discuss how changing these factors may affect the experience and safety of parasailing. So the first thing you want to do is identify your 3 factors clearly. So I have chosen the speed of the boat, the wind speed, and the rope strength. Okay, you then need to put together a well-communicated answer referencing both of these 3 factors and linking them directly with how they change the experience and safety of parasailing. Okay, this is a 6-mark question, so you want to make sure you clearly point out why it affects it and so on. Okay, so I'm just going to pause the video here. You can have a read through of this answer. This is an example of the sort of things you would need to include. Now, of course, there's lots of other factors that you could choose, but just make sure that you relate them back to the question every time.